What up, y'all? I'm back, man. We got a lot of good things to talk about, and I got one of my brothers, man. Like it's crazy, man. You wouldn't even understand it. We about to get into a lot of hot topics about Harlem. Things that we do, and you know how New York cats is real trendsetters, man. That's what it's all about, man. So y'all stay tuned. I got something for y'all, man. Let's go, Jax. Yeah, man. What's up, y'all? I'm back, man. It's your boy Big Bootsie, as y'all know. And y'all know what I do. I bring that real flavor for y'all, man. Real informative stuff, man. I got a hot person been working. He been working, putting his work in from the ground up. Y'all know him. Y'all seen him grow up basically with his career. From a young cat all the way up to the things that he doing now. A person that make me proud because I knew him when he was younger. And I always seen him working on his own. Always being loyal, always on time. So y'all gotta give it up for my boy UnKasa, man. UnKasa from Dipset. What's up, Aunt?
What up, big boots? Niggas
What's
don't
going?
know. Big brother right there.
Yeah, man. What's good, man? I ain't seen you since the last time you was down here and we was hanging out and all that. But
Yeah,
I've been seeing you making moves on the Instagrams and all that with your clothing line. And
yeah.
what else you got going on up there, man? Let's talk to him a little bit.
Right now I got the it's been about 7 years since I started my merch brand.
Right.
Shaka. I'm also a cast member of one of the biggest rating web series out called The Brooklyn Way.
Oh
I'm like
yeah, I
one of the
seen that. You doing your thing in that too. You ain't let me know you had acting skills like that, kid.
yeah, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm using everything. I'm a renaissance man when it comes to this entertainment. But yeah, I got the clothing line.
Right.
Got the web series. I also got my own YouTube show called UnKasa True Hip Hop Stories, where it's very informative information about my career and my past in
Right.
the industry. Just
Right.
drop my jewels and my ups and downs with the YouTube community.
Right.
Um, I
I
just
s-
did a collaboration with my guy Luke Ibrazi and his wife Alex Major with the gumbo. I got my own gumbo strand coming out on Christmas Day. It's
oh,
called
that's gonna be big.
Untouchable Gumbo, and it's just so many things I got my hand tapped into. I'm also as a consultant with Gusto for the rooftop movie. They coming out with a rooftop movie,
Yeah, you
so
remember
they.
my boy Nat? Nat,
Mhm.
Nat part of that. Remember Nat?
Yep.
Nat, that's
Yep.
my boy. He was the first one to give me my first $12,000 check for one of my records back in the day through the
See,
distribution. That's
so
big. That's gonna be crazy. That rooftop shit, that's gonna be
it's
crazy.
crazy. So I'm actually um I'm actually hosting a open mic event at the legendary Legends Lounge in Harlem on the 22nd.
Oh, that's gonna be big. You gotta come down here and do one with me, man. I'm doing a who's hot and who's not joint.
Come on, let's do it. Just
Yeah.
tell me. Oh,
Yes, sir.
man, just get me on that flight and I'm there.
Hey, I got you. You already know how we do. So, how did the gumbo situation come about, man? Cause that's big. Gumbo been making noise. They just branded money bags
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Miami this week.
They just did a big collaboration with Moneybag Yo, and they also just did a big collaboration distribution deal with Cookies with Burner.
Right.
So my shit came around. Me and Luca been friends for like 30 years. And he told me once he get everything to where he wanted to be, get ready to have my own strand. You know, nigga, he know I'm a connoisseur of marijuana since I was a young kid. So
Right.
it's legal. So we doing it the right way. Legal is legal drug money. You get what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Why not? That's it's called. I call it money grow on trees, literally.
Literally,
Now,
that's a
you, you,
fact.
you feel me? So
That's a
I got something that I'm working on. I'm working on the paid in full strand, but
that's fire.
it's gonna be called Piff. PIF around the top.
Yeah.
Paid in full, and at the bottom it's gonna be called Everybody Eats, B. It gets you so high you gotta eat, you know what I'm saying? And it's gonna have the my scene from the paid in full in the middle of it. Me, Cam.
Yeah, that's hard. That's hard.
We getting ready to fuck the game up. And then I'm gonna do a second one to it. It's gonna be like but I already got the prototypes and all that, so I'm working on actually somebody growing the strand for me. I needed that official. It's got to play in the leagues of the gumbo and all that. It can't be nothing less, man. You know what I'm saying?
You know, we can share resources. I got some info for you. When we get off of this, we can share resources on that.
That's big. And I got something for you as well. Akinelli had hit me the other day with something for Luca and all that. It's real humongously.
Yes. That's my Akinelli. When I was 17, 18, 18, something like 18, 19, I battled Akinelli at a vacant lot, Dame Great.
Wow. That's legendary right there, nigga. That's legendary.
Miami a few years ago, I went down there and supported that too. Shout out to Akinelli.
Yeah, man. And when we do get off, I'm gonna send you some stuff, man. That's real big, something he got in the pocket. Humongously big, man. But yeah, that's my brother, man. He's one of the guys that definitely show a lot of love to brothers like us that's trying to get, in situations to better ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And he always play a part like that. I used to open up for him and Nori when I was rapping back then. And Ak was at the height of his career and probably like my third show with him. He used to go out, let me go out there to the board and make sure they got your mics right. This is how you do this, teaching me the ropes and all that. And he ain't have to do that. That's what type of guy that dude is, man. For real.
And this just goes to show you how long you've been in the game. Like, if people don't know, Bootsy was one of the first black niggas to rent out Club Speed, all the floors for a party.
Right. Boy, Joe Claire there. Ralph McDaniel.
That's a fact.
That was McGruff birthday party I do.
And I'll never forget. Big L was there.
Big L. Everybody, man. I spent about $32,000 on that party, man.
I remember you had on the white suit with the Gators. I'll never forget.
Yes, sir. I had just bought the Benz and all that. We was acting up.
That's a fact.
Wow. That bring back memories, man. That's crazy.
Nah, we had a ball that night.
Yes,
Nobody was fighting.
Nothing.
Unlimited champagne.
Yes. Each floor. Yeah. That was really the party that set Speed off. For real.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what made people start to want to go.
Yep, that's a fact. Man, that shit was flooded, all floors. A bunch of bad boys, artist staff, everybody was coming in that joint, man. Yeah, that bring back memories, man. Wow.
Yeah, niggas was on, like my man Dipset, like my bro Dipset. Y'all was on some big meat shit before the BMF. Niggas been doing shit.
I've been telling niggas, like, the stuff Meech and them doing, I respect them crazy, you know what I'm saying? But that's how it goes. We've been doing it, and they probably heard about, and not saying per se me, other people in New York doing big boy things, and they just took it to another level. But it's a fact, we've been doing all that. The parties, throwing the parties ourselves, coming through with them big toys, doing with all the pretty girls, all the jury, like we've been doing it. But, somebody always gonna elevate, and it's a blessing that, people see and take, knowledge and go to the next level. That we did it. We took knowledge from other people to get where we at. You know what I'm saying? So
that's a fact. And one thing I always say I love about you, man, your personality and your kind heart, and also that you never go looking for credit for nothing. You never be like, oh, I did this, I did that. If you know, you know. And that's what I always, you never was a glory boy. You never was looking for a nigga to give you a pat on your back. You just out your heart, and whatever came from it came from. You know what I'm saying? But you never was one of them niggas, I put this nigga here, I put this nigga there, I put this nigga there. You never did it for those type of reasons. You always did it just because you just wanted you to see your niggas eat. Facts,
man. That's a fact, bro. And I appreciate that. I appreciate you even saying that right now and paying attention to that, because one thing I know, it ain't all about trying to shine or shine better than somebody. I like to put my friends on and help somebody get right. So if we hanging out, we arguing over who gonna pay for the food this time. You paid for it last time, hun. It's my turn now. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. And you had your clubs in Durham, booking me coming down there. Let me tell niggas this, bro. I've never had one of my mentors get me the bag. Boosie always got me the bag. Anything I ever did with him, he always got me the bag, and he always got me the bag before I even did the work. So I always want to salute you for that, big bro.
Appreciate you, bro. No doubt.
Girl, help me feed my moms and shit. I don't take shit like that lightly, man, because niggas out here don't do type shit like that.
Right, facts. Well, one thing I knew about you, you was always a man of your word.
That's a
when
fact.
I first met you through Aaron. Lil Aaron.
That's a fact, shout.
And yeah, big shout to Aaron. And
Shaka.
Yeah, we dedicating this one right here to my brother Grand Shaka too. We're gonna get back to that.
All watching right now, that's live. Let's take us a 5-second moment of silence for my man Grand Shaka.
Let's do it.
Rest in peace, Grand Shaka.
Rest in peace to my boy, man. Grand Shaka was the one who taught me how to DJ, man. He the one that made me want to go buy turntables and all that. What was those? It was the
Technique 1200.
Techniques 1200s and all that. Put your cord on it so it don't jump when you scratching and all that. Taught me all that stuff. Now I used to sit down and I was a student of his, man. And it's like we can't forget about my bro, man. Everybody used to buy his mixtapes. He was one of the cats who started the mixtape game around with Brucey B and Kid Capri. Yeah.
Word. Shaka, what people don't know, and I'm gonna give my bro his flowers now.
Yeah.
I owe flowers, but the birth of UnKasa was in his room. You was there before me, and I got to. You already know they used to call G room the room top.
Yeah, no doubt. That was the room top. That's a fact.
I know. Like I said, I was there. I was there for a lot of coaches. I was there for a lot of the shit that shaped us to be the men we are today.
Right.
But Shaka was our cool hurt.
Right. That's a fact, man.
My first the first time I ever heard myself recorded on a tape was in Grand Shaka's room. First person that ever put a mic in my hand and showed me how to hold the mic. Don't cover the top of the mic. Hold the mic straight in front of your mouth. Right. You ain't got to tell. The mic is going to pick up everything you say. Right. That came from Shaka, man.
Wow, that's big, man. And we always used to be in the room, bunch of niggas in the room, and he in there cutting it up. We in there having fun. We'd be either in the hallway hustling. It get cold or it get hot. We like, man, fuck that. It's time to disappear. Everybody go right there in Grand Shaka house in the room and be hanging out with him. He used to love just DJing for us right in there, man. When AZ used to get his mixtapes, he gave AZ one for free. He gave A one. A liked it. Started letting Rich Porter and all them hear it. They used to always come and buy one from him, man.
That's a fact. And then what people don't know, what people don't know is like AZ, Little Aaron, Big Bootsie, y'all all came up in the same building. The legendary 723.
That's a fact. Legendary 723, man. Pat Porter lived in there.
Yep. All the sisters.
That's a fact, man.
Also, Grave Digger.
That's a fact, my boy Digger. Rest in peace, my boy Wayne. Yeah,
word,
man. That's crazy.
Word, we came from that era where we came. Cream Team. We came from that era. I remember the TYG house parties.
Yeah, it's facts. Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah. Wow. You get deep on them. I forgot about that.
Word. Hill Crew days. Hill Crew staff YG.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Hill Crew, boy. From the hill, never ran, never will, baby.
That's a fact. And we still repping like that, man. We still out here repping that. Like we actually came from that cloth.
Yeah, that's a fact.
That Egyptian cotton that they don't make no more.
That's a fact.
Rose was in, they don't make that. That's that shit we was squatted in from birth. You know what I'm saying?
That's why we still here. This is one of the reasons why I do what I'm doing now, so we can let them know, so they can understand. Like, what we was doing was real. What we was doing was not good to be glorified, but we took a negative and turned to a positive. And hopefully these young cats will follow suit by listening to our old stories and watching what we doing now. You know what I'm saying? Because too much of that killing is going on for nothing, and like it's wild.
And I wanted to touch on that because I was shout out to you and Unique for that that great interview. That was a beautiful interview, man.
Appreciate
that. I watched it about 2 or 3 times already, Boots. I just love seeing my niggas prosper, and I love to see my niggas still working. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But like exactly what you said in the in y'all Vlad interview is when you was like, I'm not glorifying what we did, but it was a purpose and a reason why niggas was getting killed back in the day.
Right.
Niggas pouring over a block, or you owe that ticket on them units you got.
Right.
Wasn't just no unnecessary we running through. And then in another thing, niggas killed who they want. Niggas killed the person that they was supposed to kill.
Yeah.
They not standing out of the avenue shooting while old ladies and little kids.
Right.
Niggas walked up on you, put that shit to your temple and blew your fucking brains out.
Facts. That's a fact. I put that in one of my lyrics.
Now you got a bunch of niggas that just renegades and just killing for nothing.
And shooting. And
who's beefing about Boots, they can't tell you.
Yeah, facts.
Like, we from the era where we can go from 110 to 155th east to west and expect it. These niggas can't go from 7th to 8th.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. I tell niggas that every time, man. I got so much love in Harlem, man. So much love. And I'll give the love back, man, because I love to walk from my block all the way down damn near 125th Street and get stopped damn near every block. What up, Boost? What up? That feel good. You know what I'm saying? And it feels good.
When you did your time and you came home like a man, honorable.
Facts. Big facts. And that's all we know growing up. Ain't no telling. We not doing none of that. None of that. So that's why I said in there too, in my interview, I picked my poison. Because I know if I get caught, I ain't telling. So if I do pick the poison to hustle, then I gotta go handle that. But other than that, I'd rather do this.
And what's fucked up about nowadays, the internet. I said this all week. People are just the new trend is to say the most despicable shit about a person you don't know.
Right. That's
never been cool because niggas like us, we ain't gonna broadcast, we gonna bust your head. Nah. When we see, we gonna crack your fucking shit to the white meat.
Facts.
Because they're putting out information that's frivolous and is not true.
Facts.
And we came from the era, you call a nigga a rat, you better stand on that shit and you better have the paperwork to back that shit up.
That's a fact. I tell niggas, man, don't tell me about nigga ratting, man. You ain't got paperwork. I don't care about who told who and he told him and she said this. Even if he is and you don't show no paperwork, don't do that. Because where we come from, niggas will fuck you up for that type of shit, man. So don't do that.
And what they doing to Gunna is so unfair right now, bro.
Yeah, I wanted to get into that, man.
Let me tell you what niggas don't understand, right?
I'm listening.
All right. Everybody's playing out. The motherfucking case is so weak, everybody's playing out.
Right.
All that evidence that they got against Young Thug got thrown away 24 hours ago.
Yesterday, yep.
Everybody's playing out. What Gunna did was had to admit to his acknowledgement so they can all plea out and not spend 20, 30 years. If y'all don't think that Young Thug informed him through his lawyers and through their lawyers
That's
to do what
we just was saying that earlier, me and my partner, man. So I'm listening, bro.
Right? He had to take the plea so everybody can plea out. What he did was save them.
Right.
He didn't act. They asked him simple questions.
Right.
And if they go back to trial, he can take the fifth.
Right.
You know,
right.
You can't just go around this rat. Yo, they got a video out. Somebody found out where his car was parked at. They throwing blocks of cheese, slices of cheese on his car and all that, bro. Yo, that man
is crazy.
That man was formed to do that because they was going. Them people was gonna take that initial evidence and try to fry them with it. They did it illegally. Them boys spend hundreds, if not millions of dollars on lawyers, and it's not a federal case. It's
right. That's crazy.
They whole prosecution crumbled in front of their eyes yesterday. They don't know what.
Yeah. That was a big win for Young Thug yesterday, man.
So everybody come home and everybody get their time served or whatever they gonna get. A lot of people got some apologizing to do.
Yeah, that's a fact. And not only that, nobody ain't heard from Young Thug yet to say if he did it, I told him to do that. I told him to take that plea. Because if he did, it's smart for him to get him out.
The reason why he can't do that is because none of the co-defendants could have any verbal, written, any type of contact until this case is over.
Right.
So the guy was sent through the lawyers.
Exactly.
Take that. You going home. It's the holidays. Go get your bag back up.
Right.
This against me is getting thrown out.
Right.
So I'm going to either get time served or I'll be home in a year with a monitor or whatever.
Right.
Everybody getting out on the case is weak.
Right. Fact.
He had to admit to that. He had to take the plea to admit that he didn't take the stand. He didn't make a statement.
Right.
All he did was take his plea.
Well, what people trying to say with an Alfred plea is when you tell them, everything what you was doing and all that, it opens up the door for them to figure out other things like dry snitching on the other co-defendant. So it'll give the case something to work with on the co-defendant. That's what Lil Boosie's saying. That's what Gully TV Cat saying, and all the people that is saying that he is ratting. But
after he's never been in that situation.
Right. And
I ain't never been down on no RICO.
And right, so that's what I'm saying, like, yo, I would rather wait to see what if Gunna told him to do it.
And then now people want you niggas talk about honor and standing up. They want this man to be locked up for the rest of his life. If he would take 30, 40 years for some shit he had nothing to do with, he's an honorable nigga. He's a stand-up nigga.
Right.
But then he take a plea that they all have to come. Gunna wouldn't have took that plea if everybody didn't agree on it. Thug told that nigga, yo, Gunna, go admit whatever.
As long as it's an alpha plea, cool.
Because niggas is ratting. So for the evidence not to come out that can bury me for the rest of my life, take that plea. Take that plea.
Right.
Get your time served.
Right.
I'm getting this evidence thrown. Once I get this evidence thrown out, I'm on my way home. It ain't no case.
Right. Facts. And
so after
it give him chance for his boy to go out there. So if Thug told him go ahead and take that plea, go ahead out there and make some more money. Just keep making the money because you're not really a rat. So once he actually say that he ain't a rat, the world gonna have to apologize to him. Once they say that was our plan, that's how they had to beat the state with that shit, then that's a power move, man. That's the only thing I can say about that.
It ain't ratting. If me, you, and Duke, we in the car, right? And we know we all got some. He just be with us. He just get money, nigga. He ain't really into what we into.
Right.
As grown men, we tell him, yo, we gonna take ours.
Right.
Admit to your shit. We gonna take ours.
Right.
Don't worry about it. Rat. This is our ploy. This is our pawn to get everybody to fuck up from under this.
Right. Facts.
You get what I'm saying? We can get the rat. Now, once all this, we can really get all the rat ass niggas away from us that we know that took the cheese.
Right.
And we can start our lives over getting this bread.
Right. Facts. That's a big fact. So I was
like,
definitely
dangerous niggas in the game. We got like these, yo, bro, as much as I don't mean to say it like this, Boots, but I know you gonna feel me on this. As much as motherfuckers tried to condemn motherfuckers like being unruly, how they was,
right.
That shit needed in this game because there's too many fuck niggas that's able to say and do shit to niggas because they got a phone.
Right, right.
When those type of niggas was in New York, it was order here. That same no fly shit that's going in LA, that shit was once here in New York too. You couldn't just be walking around New York. This shit got as a fucking Thanksgiving sweet potato pie.
Right, that's a fact.
We don't got no more motherfuckers that you check in with here.
Nah.
We got that shit back into place. And I'm not saying on a negative way. It got to be some big dogs from our region that motherfuckers answer to. So a lot of this shit stops. Because niggas can just go on Clubhouse or go on their Instagram and say anything about a nigga to piss on a nigga's character. Yeah, and that's not shit.
And what's crazy about it, it's like the negative information travels quicker than positive information. Everybody want to hear something negative about somebody. Like, that's crazy. And you know, I'm the type, man, I don't feel like, don't be in my ear talking about another nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't really with all that. But the majority of these niggas that do have these platforms that just go at people on a negative or come up with something to say about them that's not even really real, and they just like guessing just to get their numbers up and all that, that shit is fucked up. And you know, that's what I'm staying away from with this one.
Nah, you got
positive shit.
Like I got
people up.
I got a couple of people that be wanting to bring me on their platforms, but they always want to go at the negative. I don't really got nothing negative to say about niggas, because you know what? A lot of the guys I was dealing with at the time,
right,
was young.
Right.
We all make mistakes.
Right.
We might didn't we at the time we might didn't have the knowledge to take care of business the way it was supposed to be taken care of.
Right. Fact.
But at the day, as men, you can admit when you're wrong.
Right.
And move on from that if it don't go in flows. Sometimes it's so super personal. I done went through so much shit in my life due to the music and just being loyal and getting into shit, inheriting niggas' problems by default, just because I'm a part of it. Mm-hmm. I've never been a nigga that's looking for attention. Mm-hmm. I've always been a team player. I'm very big on loyalty. Facts. Until you otherwise. Facts. And I always try to be the glue to everything. You know what I'm saying? I always try to, yo, you don't fuck with him, you don't fuck, but I fuck with both of y'all. Y'all don't really have no issue.
Right. Facts.
And if you stay the fuck away from him, he stay the fuck away from you, it's no problem. Mm-hmm. But now, everybody got a smartphone and it's just, everybody just be, yo, the industry is the new WWF.
Yeah, that's a fact, my nigga. A bunch of bullshit, man.
See, we came up in the game where wrestling was kind of real. You remember that time when, I forgot what wrestler it was, I think they was interviewing him on Channel 7 News, and the reporter was like, yeah, wrestling is fake and all this.
Right.
And smacked the shit out this nigga like 3 times. And the nigga was like, is this fake? I just open hand smacked the shit out of you 3 times in your face. Does this shit look fake? Because we game with the Jimmy Snookers, the Iron, the Hulk Hogan. You might get
about. I mean, what's his name?
Savage.
Hulk Hogan got the Andre the Giants.
Dog and all that type of shit.
Yeah.
Now we got motherfuckers that's motherfuckers that's popping up out the ground. Just a bunch of dramatic shit that doesn't exist. And that's what we rap game right now.
Yeah. And that shit's sad, man. Like, totally lost to the fact of how this shit turned to that. I don't know. One thing I do know, how these new young cats is beefing is because the internet now, the social medias, they can beef over social media, and then they don't see each other. When we used to get in beef with people, we either had to see them at the club or bump into them at the store or something just happened on a walk by. Now it's they can sit at home, press buttons, and don't like somebody and say, yo, fuck you over the phone, or why you liking my girl pictures and all that. When I see you, it's on site. And now when they see each other, they in the mall, forgot that they was woofing with each other, and they probably got the guns on them, and the gun battle go down in the mall, innocent people get hit. You know, that's just one scenario why it's so easy and why the beefs is so much. And another thing.
You know why niggas, let me tell you one of the reasons why niggas is doing this shit, Boots. Niggas ain't getting punched in the fucking face.
That's a fact.
Niggas ain't punched in the fucking mouth. Niggas ain't getting punched in the face.
That's a fact.
Couldn't go say nothing about a nigga or do something or say like, nigga, I'ma see you. Like you said, I'm up into you in Justin's.
Right.
Speak. Because we want that one of those.
Yeah, that's a fact. Look.
And people it's like nowadays it's totally twisted because niggas be like, yo, I'm gonna get my clout from being an asshole and disrespect the people instead of getting clout and getting your name up for just being a good nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because negativity run faster. That's why. So now they gonna get on quicker that way. And
the thing about New York, with fuck New York up, we don't have no culture in New York. Mm-hmm. We playing follow the leader now. When we was the leaders,
yeah, we was the trendsetters, man.
You know what I'm saying? Now you got, and this ain't no shot towards nobody. When the South wasn't rocking, right?
Right.
You know what they was doing? They was watching how we was treating one another.
Right.
We was hating on niggas that live upstairs from us. We was hating on from down the block, around the corner. We was hating on niggas from 135th. We was hating on niggas from 55th. Them niggas was just like, I know how we can beat these up north niggas. Mm-hmm. Let's stick together.
Right.
And even if we got a problem, we let the money override all that. Let's get the bag.
I told niggas them Atlanta motherfuckers stick together, man. For real.
You know
they put an artist out every goddamn month, even if he a one-hit wonder.
And they from all sides of Atlanta.
Facts.
Just be from all sides of Atlanta. And nigga see a young nigga, a little 18, 19-year-old nigga got a hot song in the club. He going crazy in Magic. Nigga be like, yo, oh, I like that little nigga.
Right.
Yo, I'm here. Yo, let's go to the studio. I'm going to do the remix for you.
Right. Facts.
And now you got a nigga like, that's how the Migos popped.
Yeah, that's right. Drake got on their joint and they went out of there.
When a nigga want to hop on your record, it's a whole different plane.
Yes, that's a fact.
Bro.
That's a fact.
And that's what Atlanta, that's ladder of success is in Atlanta right now because everybody's continuously pulling each other up instead of stepping on a nigga fingers when he trying to grab the other part of the ladder. You know what I'm saying?
They showing each other the formula, how to work a record and how to push it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us hold back information. You don't want to tell the next person what to do. It's enough money for everybody. Just tell them how to maneuver. And
that's why we lost for so long, because we had information. And I'm trying to switch that narrative, and the game is to be told, not to be sold.
Right. Facts. And that's a good thing, because that's how I've been moving, man. That's how. That's why what you said earlier, because I always wanted to see my people win. Mm-hmm. I can't eat by myself. I can't go have fun by myself. Like, so why not show them what's going on? I still might eat with them also. They told me one time before a couple years ago, I was talking with some cats that know about Puff when Puff was pushing Craig Mack.
Uh-huh.
That nigga said he had to take Craig Mack to L.A., blow the song up in L.A., then bring it back to New York.
Mm-hmm.
New York
Cause
is one
nigga,
of the toughest markets to sell records because it's like we hate on each other, man.
and now we don't even really have a market. We
That's
don't really
crazy.
have a all the playlist is paid for. So if you hear this song 9 times a day, it's payola. You
Facts.
know what I'm saying?
Train the
It's
brain.
not what you know, it's who you know. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Everybody know you don't have to grease some palms.
Yep.
That's been the name of the, you know what I'm saying? But now it's this era is more lucrative for these niggas. That's why they saying more money than we ever seen in the music business. We might have seen a lot of street money, but niggas ain't really see no industry money. How these niggas are saying
Nah.
they coming up era of information.
Right. Facts.
The niggas ain't you the only nigga that ever gave me a contract and you told me, yo, go have your lawyer go check this shit out.
Facts.
And whatever like in it, I'll make sure I change for you because I really want to fuck with you.
Facts.
You know, and you ain't have to do that. You could have just gave me a little advance.
Facts.
Yo, it sold me a dream, but you was like, yo, I want you to learn how to take care of your business.
Right.
Because it's gonna be a time where you're not gonna be big buck product, and you gonna have your own shit.
Right.
You always told me, yo, I'm trying to teach you how to be a boss. You gonna be your own big boy. And you didn't lie, because it became like that. I was my own boss to my own situation.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Hey, and that just come from a nigga like you, not trying to jerk a nigga, but just trying to show a nigga how to empower himself and get some fucking bread.
Facts.
You know?
Facts.
And that's what I respect about you. You always, anytime Boosie, anytime this nigga ever show, walk through anything, he always talk about the bread first. Yo, this is what I got for you. Make sure everything else we ain't even got to talk about.
Facts. All right.
That's honorable shit. And sometimes I'll be like, yo, Boost, you know, you big bro, I just do it, just get my fucking, nah, nigga. I don't want nobody doing nothing, especially not my little bros.
Yeah.
This shit is I'm going to make money tonight too, as well as you, nigga.
That's a fact. We got to eat together, my nigga. That's how it goes.
So that's one of the great qualities you got, Boots.
Nah, I appreciate that, bro.
Quality you got, man, because I know I done made a bunch of money with you over the years.
Smoking on. That's a big fact, man. Because it's like, I wouldn't want nobody doing that to me.
Mm-hmm.
AZ, I got to give him his props. I learned that from him. He always made sure people got money, ate. Even if you made him mad and he cut you off for a little minute, he'll see you later, back rocking with you, putting money in your pocket. So that's all I knew. Jerking niggas, that just ain't in my blood. I don't feel right walking around and I know I really got over on somebody. Some people can walk around with their head up high like they really didn't do nothing to somebody, man. That's in their mental. And that's crazy. And why not teach my brothers to get right, get on? Look, I'm still here talking to my nigga, and you make it to you, and you making moves. And I just asked you just to do the interview, and there's no problem, no hesitation. That's what's called being real, and why you should stay being an honorable person, man. Because you don't know where you're going to see this person at again a few more years down the line. You don't want them saying that nigga was full of shit. I ain't fuck with that nigga.
And for the viewers, this ain't no overnight shit. Boosie been fucking with me since I was 17 years old. I'm 43 now, bro.
Facts. Big facts.
And he can vouch. I've been the same nigga since I was 17 years old.
Every time I talk to you, man. Every time. Ain't nothing. It's always love. We don't even got to talk to each other all the time. But whenever we do, it's like we never missed a beat. Period.
But you know, you'll get them out of the nowhere text from me. I love you, big bro. Just I hope all is well. Keep doing what you doing. You know, I get those things like you say. What was known and got ignored.
Exactly.
It ain't even got now. Niggas know where niggas' hearts is at. We always stay true with one another. Anytime you ever ask me to do something, I'm gonna tell you. If I tell you I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. It's simple as that. It ain't no going back and forth. It ain't no negotiating and all that. Let's do it. Let's get this shit. You called me the other day and say, yo, bro, I need you up on the show. Let's do it. Time to place. I was supposed to do it that day, but I was just so out of it because the big homie Shaka passed away. Yeah. But I was like, yo, we gonna get right, because every time me and Boop sit down, we always have an intellectual conversation that we both learn from. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. And you know, that's what I always say. I don't care about what nobody say about me talking behind my back or slick, because they mad because I ain't do something for them or something. You know what I'm saying? Or I've been doing something for them and now I say I ain't going to do it no more, or cut them off when they don't do something as far as if we doing business or, and you know, they get mad and want to talk behind your back. I don't care, because I got too many good people that know my good side of what I do.
You know what it is, Boots? Niggas feel too, and niggas have too much entitlement. Right. For shit. You know, everybody be feeling entitled. Whether it's your kids, your mother, your brother, they niggas just feel, nigga, come out here and put your feet in this dirt with me too. Fact. I don't give a fuck who you is. And I tell everybody, yo, get all that negative bacteria, bad energy away from you. I don't give a fuck if it's your mother, your father, your brother, your daughter, your son. If they bad energy, get them the fuck away from you.
Yes, facts.
Don't know what it is, because that shit'll rub off on you.
Yes, it will.
Hereditary.
Energy is real. That's a fact, bro.
And be loyal to the ones that's loyal to you. Loyalty only works when it's reciprocated.
Right, facts. That's facts.
I can be you all day, but if you're not loyal to me, it don't count for nothing, because it's only going one way. But if the loyalty reciprocated, that bond can never be broken. Even if a nigga have an argument with his nigga, when a nigga can sit down and write on a piece of paper a nigga goods and his bads, and the goods overweigh the bads by 10.
Facts.
That's a relationship worth mending. That's because on the road, on each other's journey, we ain't have too many rocky roads. Mm-hmm. That's a fact. Down a nigga. If a nigga bads overweigh his goods, that's a nigga you get the fuck away from. Yeah, if you a nigga just so argumentative and just so pig-headed and don't want to listen to nothing you bringing to the table, you stay the fuck away from that nigga. As men and being loyal to each other, we gotta come at a minimum. We gotta meet in the middle, the red line. Right. What you got on the table today, Boost? This is what I did. Oh, I don't like that, and I think we should do it like this. I bet. I critique that, but I need you to critique this from me as well. Bet. Right. We gotta come.
Yeah, see eye to eye. That's right.
Yeah, we gotta meet.
That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you can agree to disagree too, and just do it the right way. That's it. You know, because we only gonna do, you know, give constructive criticism just to better each other. That's what it's all about. It ain't trying to be better than you and outshine you or nothing, or who get the credit for something. Nah, I want to show you how to do it right, so you should be right. That's it. And that's it. And loyalty only brings great results when you loyal to each other, man, or loyal to whatever you're doing. It's only gonna bring great results, man. So
you can tell the type of integrity you have, because you still relatively have a lot of the relationships you've been having for the last 20, 30 years.
That's a big fact.
You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people don't give. I'm like, a lot of people ain't come from that era I come from. Niggas don't remember the Die Hard records. Right. Niggas don't remember the niggas that was doing this. They always talk about the innovators from the South, like Master P, and that was doing it out the trunk. We was doing that shit too.
That's a fact.
It was just that niggas, we didn't have the resources. We had the know-how. We had the play. We just didn't have the resources, because niggas ain't want to share the resources. That's so it's longer, because we had to go out there. I went on hiatus for 3 years to learn the business and to learn myself.
Right. That's big.
I can make dope music I want. I can make all the dope clothes I want. But if I'm not happy with myself, it's not going to go nowhere.
Facts.
You know, You gotta be right within self. Niggas figuring, niggas be like, oh damn, why this was working for him and not for me? Because you not right within self.
So tell me, um, is there anything that you can actually give yourself and pat yourself on the back for, that you learned in the music business itself, or besides that, your clothing business, your clothing line?
Yo, I'm so humble, bro. I never pat myself on the back for nothing.
That's
Cause
what's up.
I the
You
person
deserve your flowers too, though, bro. But I get it.
the person that the entity that I owe is the Most High.
Facts.
I pat him on the back. Thank you, Allah. You know what I'm
Man.
saying?
Yes.
Because we here for a limited time, bro. And there's one thing that do always tell me. We be having our intellectual conversation. He always be like, yo, bro, all this shit is a vanity. None of this shit don't mean nothing, bro. Them chains on your neck, these boots on my feet, this car I'm driving, this shit is all a vanity. Because when we go, we can't take none of this shit with us, and it don't mean nothing. Take off his dad. You think any of that jewelry he bought means anything? Any of them cars, them houses, that shit don't mean nothing. That boy gone. He's not here to even enjoy it.
Right.
It don't.
That's a fact, man. That's
So,
a fact.
ain't that the only thing a nigga can't take from me is my knowledge. You could take a watch from me. You could take a car from me. You could take a chain from me. You can't take my knowledge.
Yeah, that knowledge, you get it all back.
And when your number is pulled, and your card is pulled, and it's time to go with the maker, he want to know what the fuck you learned while you was here.
Yeah, and what you did that was positive while you was here. That's
you know.
fact.
I don't never pat myself on the back because I'm not done yet.
That's what's up.
I'm not done.
We got big things to do. My producer, man, he a big fan of yours too, man. He wanted to ask you something, man. Go ahead, Jax.
All right.
In your time in the industry, right? You know, moving and shaking. What are some critical things that you didn't know that you learned that you probably wish you had learned, or you should advise people that are coming into the industry blind? Like, what are some critical things you learned in your time in the business?
It's no love in this shit, and they only fuck with you when you hot. You can be a brand artist. You can be a brand new artist in a label. You walk through there, you popping. They asking you, yo, what you want to eat? You want some Mr. Childs? You want some Benny Hannas? This, that, and the third. Let that album flop. Let them don't recoup on you. Them same people that was offering you weed and offering you food and all that, you walk through that same office, niggas is walking past you, not even speaking.
Right. Wow.
Niggas fuck with you for what you can do for them. That's the critical thing. That was the hardest thing that I learned in the game, that niggas don't love you in this shit. This shit ain't about love. This shit ain't called music friends. Music
right.
Shit. Music, this is called music business. And this shit is...
Exactly. You ain't making me no money. Ain't nothing to talk about. Is how they do you, my nigga, for real.
Respect.
So that's the hard...
Respect.
So quick question, and I'm gonna let you go. I know you got stuff to do, man.
Type of shit.
When we was doing our thing and all that with the music, or trying to get you to that level, and then I think I got locked up around that time or something. So explain to us how you got with Dipset, bro.
Alright, so I got it with Dipset around 2001, around that time, like 2001. Me and Jewels, we lived in the same neighborhood forever.
Right.
At that time, I was hustling on 145th between Amsterdam and Broadway. We came up with a little group of people called the Taliban. Me, my man Kiani, T-Money, Luca Brasi, that got the big gumbo brand right now. And we was just basically out there panhandling every day. CDs, DVDs, whatever we can get our hands on, we sold it. And we made a name for ourselves. So when the rappers and shit and celebrities used to come to 145th, we used to run down on them and sell them shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And one of the people that used to come all the time and come fuck with us was Camron.
Wow.
So this was around that. Matter of fact, let me go a little back. I'd say I would start fucking with Cam like around 1999, 2000.
Okay.
I'm gonna say around the SDE days, because I remember they was doing What Mean the World of You and all that.
Right.
Come to 145th and fuck with us. This before Jimmy was rapping and all that. This before Joel Santana. This before the Rockefeller deal. They still was on Sony. So yeah, Stan Spit was down with them at the time. You're right. Exactly. Yep. Stan Spit, rest in peace to Fat Sean. That was Cam crew at the time. Six Figure Digger. They was the original Diplomat. So Cam used to come through all the time.
Right.
And one rainy day he came through with me and Luke. I was sitting in the van smoking weed and shit. And I basically introduced myself, and I was like, yo, that's dope that you signed my man Joel Santana. That's a good look. So he was basically like, yo, you know Joel's and all that. I was like, yeah, that's my bro and shit, LeRon and shit. We from the same hood, Battlegrounds, all that.
Right.
On 50. Man. So he was like, you the nigga they be saying spit? So I was like, yeah. So he's like, let me hear something. So I spit like 50 bars from Cam. And from that day on, Cam was like, yo, you Dipset. I fuck, you know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
Down with the set.
That's big.
As time went on, like I said, we would sell millions of CDs. I mean, like, for real, we would sell over 10, 15,000 CDs, like, in a day's time, from 7 in the morning to 9 at night. Like, going to re-up 1,000 CDs, 3,000 CDs, is 2-3 CDs in a box at the end of the night, shit like that.
Right.
Every day for years, for 5-6 years straight, we was doing that, right?
Wow.
So my man Key was like, yo, I'm tired of selling all these niggas shit. You the fucking rapper, nigga. Make a tape and we gonna sell that shit out here.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, nigga, I'm with that.
Right.
We started recording these mixtapes in the little hole in the wall studio. First bundle of songs I got, pressed it up on CD, made a little makeshift cover. It ain't even have no picture on it. Just said the best UnKasa over freestyle beats, and that shit blew. My man Kiani, he was like, yo, we gonna monetize this shit. I'm like, monetize? What the fuck you talking about, nigga? Right. This before internet, any social media. I'm telling you, this is 1999, 2000, early.
At a young age.
At a young age, 18, 17, 18 years old. Not even 20 yet. So he like, yo, we gonna monetize this shit, nigga. So I'm like, monetize? What you mean? He like, yo, we gonna, anybody that buy this CD, we gonna make them sign their name and they address in a book and how many purchase. Next thing I know, weeks go on, we filling up black composition notebooks full of names, front and back page.
Wow.
Some niggas is buying 5 CDs, and you know, in this era, it was a whole lot of money on the streets. 145th was the place to come to get you know what I mean, and your clothes.
That's a fact.
Like a gold mine. You know what I'm saying? So anybody that would come on that strip, I'm selling my CD to. Yeah. We out there, we go get a parking spot 7 in the morning. We ain't leaving until the last sneaker store closed on that shit. And that's 9 o'clock. So imagine 365, even on a rainy, snowy day, we out there selling CD, merch, anything we get our hands on. So now we got this big conglomerate of people that's out there from Harlem, from the Bronx, all the celebrities, all the rappers fuck with us. Now we got music. Now this shit is buzzing. Right. You know what I'm saying? Buzzing. Anybody to come on 45th, I'm battling them, chop them niggas heads off, send them niggas on their way. So now it's like, now it's a big thing. Like, yo, it's a kid on her 45th, UnKasa. That nigga's nasty. So now all of underground, upcoming niggas is coming to fuck with me. Lincoln. Right. You know what I'm saying? God bless his soul. Fred the Godson, J.R. Ryder, He was Fred the God was in a group at the time called TBM. I think that's still for the Bronx Most Wanted or something like that.
Fred's
And
a good dude too. God bless, man.
super good dude. French Montana. He went by Young Frenchie at the time. He used to come to 45th. Like everybody used to come fuck with us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's how, you know, we wind up, you know, connecting with Cam on that level. So one of the guys that used to come fuck with us all the time was this guy named Headquarters. He was a big promotional guy. He used to ride around in a promotional van and give out the merch and shit like that. But he used to come buy the weed, come fuck with us. So he was also the head promotion at A&R for Raucous Records. You remember Raucous Records with Most Def? At the time, I think Howie McDuffie at the time was the CEO.
Right. I remember Raucous, definitely.
Yeah, so he used to just come through and fuck with us all the time. So at the time, they was putting up their numbers as a black independent label. You know what I'm saying? So he had his plaques and shit. He said, I want y'all niggas be helping me move some of this shit too. So come fuck with me. Come to my photo shoot. Y'all my street team. You know what I'm saying? So we went out there in front of the old Yankee Stadium and did a photo shoot.
Yeah.
Cam pulled up on us, chopped it up with us for a minute. He was about to go fuck with his a female shit.
Yeah.
With him, he kept going. Now these guys that used to always come fuck with us on 145th, they had artists. Like I said, they had an artist. French Montana. They had a white artist that was just as nice as Eminem named Highlight, and they had another artist by the name of Hell Rel. Right. So they used to all come to 145th and talk shit about this Hell Rel dude. Right. So I'm like, how do y'all niggas bringing this nigga up to me? I'll crush anybody. I'm the best. Nobody can fuck with me, nigga. I'm king out here, nigga. Right. You know how I fuck my shit. You one of my. You know I'm a heavy shit told. I'm not humble with rap. I'm a humble human being. But if you want to talk rap and all that, and you want, I'm gonna crush you. Right. So that was basically my mentality. So them niggas pulled up. They have the Bronx pulled up to the Yankee Stadium. They hopped out. And they had a van that was black and silver, had their logo on it, looked like the Raiders van and all that. So they hopped out. It was like, yeah, help out right here. You talking shit? I'm like, let's go. So he spit, and when I spit, that nigga ain't spit no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fast forward 2 days later, he come to 145th to come fuck with the Taliban, and I was just so happy going in the studio that day with my man Kiani.
Yeah.
And we went and recorded this freestyle over the Rockefeller beat. This is a fresh, new, spanking beat that came Memphis Bleak did. This was like his Welcome to the Rap song, but we did the shit. And I threw Hell Rel on it. So one day, Cam pulled up, and I gave Cam a CD, and I was playing it. And I was like, yo, listen to this shit that we did over your beat. And he was like, you killed it. Then Hell Rel came in, and he was like, yo, who that? I was like, one of my boys from the Bronx and shit. He nasty, right? He was like, yeah, yo, I want that nigga. Where he at? Call that nigga.
Right.
Luke up, called Hell Rel up. That nigga Hell Rel came to the block. At that time, he was like a week away from going to do a 5-year bid. So all that shit y'all heard from him, he did in a few days. And then went and got shackled and went up north to Clinton, and that's how really Cam and them really start fucking with us, because I continuously to put out music.
Right.
We met this guy named Shice at the time. He was heavy in the bud game. He had the rawest purple haze out on the streets. Right. So he on 45th all the time and spent a bunch of money shopping. And he was like, yo, I fuck with y'all. I got a few artists myself. Let's do a collab tape. So we was like, come on, let's do it. So we did the first tape we did was the Taliban versus Purple City. We had G Wells, we had K Slate, actually. Rest in peace, K Slate. That's what I forgot.
RP, my boy, man.
K Slate had hosted those tapes, those early purple tapes. He was the host.
Right.
Basically charging us second to nothing. You know what I'm saying? So shout, want to give him his flowers. So
That's what's up, man.
we was putting out the tapes, and during the second go around, the drop part 2, the bully and the hustler, Lucian Shice, Luke got caught a bid. He had to go upstate and do like a 1 or 3. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I wanted to continuously. I was confused. You know what I'm saying? I was just going through shit with mad deals and shit. So I was like, yo, damn. Every time shit get going, a bump in the road come. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, don't let that shit discourage you. Look, I know you know this music shit, so help me put the tape together, and we're gonna push this shit, press it up, and we're gonna act like Lucia's still here. So we put the tape out. Shit crushed the streets. You know what I'm saying? Luch did like probably almost like 18 months or some shit. So in that 18 months, me and Shice was just putting together tapes, busting that shit out. About time Luch come home, we got the shit rocking. So you know what I'm saying? But they ain't really see eye to eye on business. You know what I'm saying? Luch was more on the streets at the time, so he wasn't really business savvy as far as business. But Shaka was, because, you know, he was dipping and dabbling around different people that was. So he was, you know, he was a quick learner. So he just put his, you know, he put his marbles to work. So, so I seen the friction coming. So I said, yo, so nobody don't feel like slated or nothing like that. Luch, get you some paperwork. I'll sign it, and you be my management. And I'm gonna continuously do this, put these tapes out with Shice. We're gonna keep this ball rolling. If it ain't broke, ain't fix it. We wind up running a studio, getting our own studio, shit like that. And we start putting out all these dope themes and dope pull-out covers and shit like that. And we really buzzing this. But in the midst of that, I had just walked away from a deal that I was with locked in at Blackground Atlantic Records with Barry Hankerson, Aaliyah Timberland, etc. That deal fell through due to staff change. I can either be shelved and sit there and get put out whenever they want to put me out, or I can leave with the little money they pay me and keep it pushing. So that's what I did. One of the guys that I was working with that helped me get that deal was my guy Bryce Wilson from Groove Theory. The big single out, Tell Me What You Want Me To. So he called me, and I know that other deal fell through, but the kid that you battled, Lupe Fiasco, they got a big record deal and a production and a distribution. They want to sign you out there, but it's only one thing. You got to move to Chicago. So I was like, man, I ain't, you know, shit, this can, you know, let me chop it up with my niggas, because I'm really committed to my niggas right now, because we got some shit popping in the city. So I sat down with Lucian Shice and I told him, yo, niggas can offer me a deal, but the only thing it is, it refers to me moving to Chicago. So it's like, I said, but I must finish my obligation. Before I leave, I'm gonna finish up all these tapes, do whatever I gotta do, and I'm gonna go to Chicago and see what this shit is about. So it was like, yo, that shit gonna help us, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
So, you know, I fulfilled my obligation with my niggas. In between that, I caught a gun charge. So as I'm waiting on my going back and forth to court, I moved to Chicago. So as I moved to Chicago, I'm just out there with Lupe. Stack Bundles was actually a part of First and Fifth also.
Word, wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Stack Bundles, man.
So when I moved out there, he moved back to New York. And it's crazy that we wound up both messing with Dipset after we was with Lupe.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, that's crazy.
So I'm out there for like a year going back and forth to court. You know, before I moved to Chicago, I was in the studio while Cam and them was working on the Diplomatic Community album.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, then the fact that he discovered Hell Rel on my tape, he was like, yo, everybody come to the studio. I ain't promise you it's going to make the cut, but come lay some shit down. So, I'm in the studio with Cam, and I'm in the booth, and I'm kind of fumbling on my words, and you know, and I get a little nervous because Damon and Biggs, they walk in that shit.
Right.
They got these Rockefeller chains on. The only time I see them niggas is on magazines, TV and shit. So
right.
I got a little nervous, and Cam was like, yo, get the fuck out the booth. You been rhyming all day. Get your shit together. Go smoke or something, man. You bugging out.
Right.
So I was a little embarrassed, so I left the studio. So next day, Cam pulls up on me all reckless on 145th, almost damn near ran me over in his truck. And told, yo, get the fuck in the truck. Don't ever leave my studio sessions. I'm trying to get you on, nigga.
Right.
So I hops in the truck. We go down the baseline. Guru in there by himself. And Cam was like, yo, nigga, you making me go through all this fucking trouble. That shit better be fire, because he talking to me in the booth.
Yeah.
Guru had record the whole time. So that whole conversation from the Diplomat intro was really edited together from a conversation that me and Cam was
authentic.
So, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of people don't know the producer of that beat of the Diplomat intro was Kanye West. I came in the game with Kanye West beat.
Wow. That's
right?
Crazy.
So I do the track. Like I said, Cam didn't promise ain't nobody nothing. He said, whatever makes the cut, makes the cut.
Right.
Mr. All This, I moved to Chicago. Recording a bunch of music. My first night in Chicago, my guys take me out for a night on the town.
Right.
We pull up to this club called E2, one of the poppin'est clubs in Chicago at the time. But when we pulled up in front of the club, I just got a real fucking bad vibe. Mm-hmm. So I told niggas, I'm not going in that club. And they try to talk me into prove that they was the toughest niggas in Chicago. And I told them, it's not about how tough you are or who you are, what this is.
Right.
If I'm in New York and I'm going to a party and I'm not feeling it, I'm not going in. So don't take this personal. So it was like, yo, Joe, whatever you want to do, it's up to you. So I was like, we can go back to the studio and just vibe and get some. So we go back to the studio. We go back to the house that we was living in. I was living with 3 producers, my man Bugs the Beast, my man Prolific, and my man Dan Ryan. When I tell you, these are some of the best producers in the world. I'm talking about to this day. My man Bug the Beast, he's about 4 or 5 Grammys in right now with Kanye. He did a lot of that. He got shit on everybody album right now. He got a whole lot of shit on. He got shit on Drake and 21 Savage new album. He's a Grammy winning producer.
Yeah, big dog.
And he a Gemini like me. So shout out to Bug the Beast. So we're in the house. So I get tired after recording. It's about 4 or 5 in the morning. I go to bed. About 7, 8 in the morning, I get a big knock at my door. Like niggas is panicking or something. So they like, yo, Joe. The word Joe is Chicago slang. That's equivalent of us be like, yo, what up, Dick? You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
So they like, yo, Joe, come downstairs, Joe. You saved our life, Joe. How you knew, Joe? You something else.
Wow.
So I'm like, I'm halfway asleep, still got eye snot in my eyes. So I'm put on my glasses and shit, run downstairs to the lower level where all the production stuff is at. and the news is on, and it's just a bunch of people crying, and you seeing a bunch of people getting pulled out the club. I'm like, yo, what I'm watching? He was like, Joe, that's the club we took you to last night. 22 people died in that shit.
Wow.
You knew. Yo, that could have been us, Joe. That could have been us.
Wow.
That's why I'm very heavy on spiritual. I like when they say, what they say, always listen to your mind.
Yeah. Fact. Your first thoughts.
The first thoughts.
Yeah.
And my not going there, and I went off that.
Right.
Bad bitches all over that shit and all that.
Yeah.
But I'd rather go work that night, and
Fact.
I save life. So as the time go on, like I said, I caught a gun charge, so I'm going back and forth to court. I come back to New York to 100 Center Street to get sentenced, and after I get my sentencing, which was 5 years probation, first thing I did was call my niggas in Chicago, like, I'm on my way back home, such and such. They was like, yo, bro, everything you seen is gone. The cars, your jewelry, your clothes, they raped, the feds came in, smoked them. I'm like, what the fuck you talking about? It was like the feds came and snatched Chili.
Wow.
Shout Free Chili, shout my guy.
Damn.
That was the C. You know, he got convicted of 44 kilos of heroin in a storage space, rental space.
That's crazy.
And they gave my man like 40 years for that. And I just feel like the music business is kicking me in my ass again. I'm going through all these trials and tribulations.
Right.
I'm falling into a depression. I'm like, yo, damn, shit getting popping for me. Shit get raided. Now I'm back. Now I'm back in New York. I might as well keep my ass in New York.
Yeah.
And by the blessings of Allah, that's when all the Dipset Purple City shit started popping. So it was like a blessing in disguise. So like I told you before I left for Chicago, I put in wild work. We done put out all these tapes. So
yeah.
when I get back, I get to see the effect all these hours in the studio got. So when I come back to New York, I'm not one of the hottest niggas in the city, not even knowing.
Right. That's
It's
crazy.
like, you know what I'm saying? I'm calling back to New York to Shice like, yo, these fucking tapes is going crazy, nigga. Selling out, nigga. I got a little bag.
Internet. Yeah.
Work, not no anything. I got a little bag. No, you have to be outside.
Fact.
Handling like. So
Fact.
he's like, I got a bag for you to come. I'm like, word? He said, nigga, when you come back, I got a little bag for you. Sit to the side from CD sales. So I came home to a little bag and shit.
Right.
Shout out to Shaka. And that's when everything started popping, and then the CDs paid off until this guy named Chuck Wilson wanted to sign us to a 50-50 venture deal with his label on Baby Grand. So
right.
Like right after the mixtape, we caught us a deal. But before we caught the deal, we had put this song out called Purple City Bird Gang. Yeah. Shot in the middle of Harlem, paid like $30,000. We shot on 30 millimeter film. Mm-hmm. And the rest was history. The next thing I know, I'm turning on my TV late night, BET Uncut, Purple City Bird. Wow. Watching Video Music Box, Purple City Bird Gang. Watching BET, Purple City Bird, and I'm like, damn. And it's crazy because after we shot the video, unfortunately, Shice's crib had got robbed, right? Yeah. They took the money, a bunch of jewelry and shit, and you know, he was kind of in depressed. He didn't want to fuck with nobody after that. Right. And all we had video, right? We was like, yo, we got this video, we sitting on it, we sitting in this funk. How we gonna get this monkey off our back? At the time, you know, Smack DVD was real heavy in the streets. Right. So we gave the video to Smack. He put it on the Smack DVD. That shit spread like wildfire. Wow. The reason how our video got on BET, our video was snuck through the service of Def Jam by Camron being affiliated with Camron and Jim Jones. So when they was putting their videos through, our shit was going through that Def Jam service.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it was like the promotion that we would have probably had to spend thousands of getting this video placed.
Yeah.
We got that shit through Def Jam.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That ain't
So,
a blessing, boy, from God. What?
So, you know, we caught the deal, and what was another fucked up part about being in the industry, realizing that niggas don't love you and all this shit is fake, is that it be your own niggas that be mad at you for getting on.
Yeah.
Chase got our deal. We hardly got any congratulations from the niggas we was around.
And that's the whack shit, my nigga. Like, for real.
Like niggas was not happy for us. Niggas was actually bitter and mad and did everything not to co-sign if they had to. And if they wanted to co-sign, they wanted us to give them half our budgets and shit. Yo, I can go on about the L's of the game, and it's very ill. It's like, yo, bro, this shit is nasty, bro. That's why, like, when God put people in my life to show me it is fair niggas out there, such as yourself, I'm saying, that you always told me, like, yo, I'm gonna make money regardless, nigga. I'm trying to get you. I'm good.
That's a fact.
The big face hundreds, like, look, nigga, I'm good. I'm doing this for my niggas. I love y'all niggas. Y'all niggas got talent. I got money, outlets, and resources. I'm gonna put this shit to work. Fact. So at the end of if it worked or not, we took a chance with each other.
That's a fact.
And no, I'm being fair with you. You know what I'm saying? That's nigga being fair. Like, what else can you ask for? Like I said, you could have just flashed a bunch of money, mesmerized niggas off you Big Bootsie in the streets getting money from here to Durham, and just going off that, and use your street manipulation skills just to get your young niggas under you signed, give us a few dollars, and sell us a dream. But you ain't do that. You gave us a choice. You can be like, you can sign this or not. I'm going to do me regardless. But if you sign to me, I'm going to make sure your best interest is at my hands.
Facts.
I'm going to negotiate some shit that I would sign for you. We not doing nothing with nobody if I'm not feeling it. If it's something I wouldn't do, I'm not going to put you to do it.
Yeah, and I don't want you publishing, none of that. You do it, you keep all of that. Let's just make some money together, and I'm cool with that.
Whatever I teach you and you get in a position, what I did for you, do for another nigga that deserves that same chance.
That's a fact. And
that's what I go off, and that's what's not in the game. Everything, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, bro, we came up under that real code of the streets. We came up under that real underground part of the music business. Like I said, before Bad Boy was really big, it was Big Buck Productions. Before that, it was Young Guns of Harlem. You always try to put your best foot forward when it came to that. Even if you said, fuck it, I'm a rap for a few albums.
That's a fact, motherfucker.
You
right.
know? So, yeah, like, and only a fool not gonna learn when he around bosses.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's the only way to learn. It don't go off of age. You can be an 8-year-old and learn from anybody. The only thing you gotta do right is observe. Me, I will observe the game. See, me, I'm cool with not being number one in the room. Me too. That's a fact.
I'm cool with being number 11. I'm cool with just being a part of the team. I'm cool if you bitch me on and we win a championship. I go get a ring.
Still gonna get a ring. That's a fact.
I might have not been a power source for the team to win, but I'm still a part of the team.
That's a fact.
I know how to go, nigga. If you can be younger than me, but if you the boss and it costs for me to go to the store and get the ice in the cups, I'm gonna go to the store and get the ice in the cups. Yeah. Ain't no with me. See, that's the that I always was mad about, because I was like, yo, I know I'm dope. I know I'm talented, but I don't have no ego. Why you niggas is running off so much ego-fied shit?
Right.
You know,
Right.
I don't got no ego. Like I said, I go to the store. Ain't no problem. I don't make me a little nigga.
Nah, not at all. I'm just your homeboy. Want to look out for you because you can't
That,
make it to the store. I can. Fuck it.
I got
Speak to him,
That's a
word.
fact.
I don't mind doing that. We throw a barbecue, niggas we with every day, they ain't got it. I don't mind putting in the extra 50. Me and you know how many people me and do fed off of that old essence? All we talk about is the essence we came from. We always stand on that hill shit. We always differentiate ourselves away from niggas like, yo, bro, you gotta understand, we hill niggas.
Right.
It's a totally different upbringing from being a hill nigga and a down the hill nigga. And that's no respect because I happen to have the best of both worlds. But I'm just saying, when it comes to being territorial and what you rep and what your roots are, you know a nigga gonna rep that hill. You get what I'm saying? Came from the west side, top of that hill.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? We just going off of shit that we see that you was doing. Pat Poose and them niggas was doing. G. Law and them doing. AG, we just going off carrying tradition. Who are us to fuck it up?
That's right.
We just this era. So it be like times do be like, nigga, I don't even give a fuck who put in. Yo, what you got? Come on, let's do it.
Right. No doubt.
We ain't just doing no Franks and hamburger cookout. Right. We got steak. We got barbecue chicken, lamb, rice, macaroni side. I'ma love shit, cooking and marinating shit just to feed the hood. We might not even get a plate, but we just happy that we can actually bring more than 50 people together.
Right.
With drinking and intoxication and the liberation, and everybody go home safe. And we wake up and we can do it all again tomorrow if we choose.
Again. That's right. That's a big fact, bro.
That's how we don't really be. I'm 43 years old. I had my time out here playing, man. The streets is a myth. It's not the same. Nobody goes off of moral respect and integrity.
Yeah.
Integrity is the best. And being a man is the best quality that you can have is integrity as a man. Yeah. If you have integrity, you definitely have loyalty and respect from your comrade.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
All that shit out the window now, man.
Like I always break down this. Like sometimes you gotta sometimes you gotta break it down into like give niggas different analogies to understand shit because everybody not equipped intelligently. So it'd be like this. Niggas hate for you to tell the truth, right? Yeah. I'd rather for you to pull me to the side, Boost, and be like, yo, your breath stink, yo, go get some gum.
Right.
Then a tell me.
Right. That's a fact.
Wait, you telling me now, yo, nigga, your shit hot, nigga.
Right. That's a fact.
Get some trident or something, nigga.
No doubt.
It's right. You around me. We don't need that. Right. Or you're rather for a female to be like, nigga, damn, your shit. What you rather? I'd rather for my man to G-check me and get my shit right.
Yes, sir. That's a fact.
Yeah, you're right.
That's what having integrity as a man is, knowing when your man looking out for you and knowing when the nigga trying to play some slick shit.
Right. That's a fact. Yeah.
That's go off, man. I go off for integrity, man. I look at the integrity. I don't go off for nigga pocket. I don't go off for nigga watch, his chain, his car, his crib.
Yeah.
I go off for who you surround yourself with and the integrity you have as a man.
Yeah, me too, man. Because if you don't got no integrity and no loyalty, I can't fuck with you. And I don't want to hear you start talking about your homeboy and all that around me on some like sneaky sucker shit. I ain't gonna trust you. You talking about him like that? You know what I'm saying? Like if you do foul shit to your family members, I ain't gonna fuck with you. Because if you do that to your family member, you'll do it to me. Like.
Even when I seen you in the interview, I was just watching that shit like 7 this morning, and what you always do, you anti-glamorize the game. You never over glorify the game.
Never.
You'll say, I was in the streets. You don't never say the caliber. I'm doing 100 bricks. I'm pulling up with the bands. You always put it in a way to where. Y'all niggas know me. This is Boosie. I'm still here. I done did my time. Niggas done took shots out. Everything. I'm still here.
Thanks.
My shit is It's just like when you used to see wet cement, you carve your name in it. Your shit is already in the concrete, brother. So you don't really, when you get on these publications, it's always you showing integrity. It's like, yeah, I've been there, done that. I'm not here to glorify. I'm just trying to school the young brothers. Or if you going to do a certain way to do it.
Right. Facts. And that's
You know
what
what I'm
it's
saying?
all about, bro. Quick question
Uh-huh.
before we leave: are we getting another album from UnKasa or a
Oh,
mixtape?
yeah, I'm definitely on top of the year. Top of the year is gonna be more music, and I'm doing an R&B album too. So
Okay.
to show people that I do other genres of music too. I'm also gonna do, and um, like I always was experimenting with other music, so I'm gonna give y'all a hardcore street tape, which y'all know me for, spitting that shit, and I'm gonna definitely give y'all different genres of music too. But
Right.
I'm always true to my core fans. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm and my I discuss with you off the air what my moniker will be for my own album, because it's gonna be a total entity. It's not gonna be UnKasa. It's gonna be a totally different entity, and I don't want to blow it up. I want everything. You know, I'm gonna fill you in. So when you said you, that's little bro. Oh, okay. Now I on with it, but it's gonna be bigger things. I wrote a movie that I'm trying to get shot. Trying this to fail, which I'm going to get shot on the top of the year. It's called Love Hurts.
Okay.
It's it has comedy relief in it, but it's really around survival, domestic violence. It got a whole bunch of topics that boil into one. That a lot of topics that we as black as a community that we need to tap in more. You know what I'm saying?
That's good. Yeah, domestic violence film.
Yeah.
And I mean to cut you off, but I teamed up with one of my partners. His name is Terry D Film, and he working with his boys named Jeff and Profluent. But you know, I helped out a little bit because I wanted to see that come to life because I know my boy was working hard for it, and it's a domestic. It's on Tubi right now. It was on
Dope.
it was on Prime, but it's on Tubi. But it's a domestic violence film about a girl falling in love with a dude. He acted like a good guy, and then later on, his true colors come out and was beaten up to the point where he almost killed her. We got Joanna Man in there, Omar Gooden is in there. It's a good story, being that you said that. And see where you thinking that is smart because most of our films be all about bang bang, shoot 'em up, and all that. You know what I'm saying? You taking a different route. That's more longevity, and more other people get a feel of something different coming from a black
We
person.
got we got the New Jack Cities. We got the menaces. We got
Right.
the boys.
Right.
We got the. How many times we gonna just keep showing?
Facts.
We know flip coke and buy BMs and stay on the block with a big chain.
Facts.
And nigga and the favorite nigga out of the movie at the end dies. Nah, we gotta switch the narrative because that's not how life really is, bro.
Facts, and I commend you on that, kid, because that's how we always think when we want to say we're gonna do a movie or write a movie. It's got to be about our hood problems and shooting and robbing and killing and sneak thieving each other.
A lot of people wouldn't know that you had the best of both worlds growing up. You had your mother and your father in your life. You get what I'm saying?
Facts.
People don't. A lot of us ain't come from that. A lot of us came from single mother's home. And my condolences too on your dad too, because I never
appreciate that, no doubt.
But it's just like that's how long I knew you. Like I'm family. Like I ain't even a friend.
That's a fact. You family. That's a fact.
So it's just like when it comes to just being truthful with self and just building, man, that's what it's all about, man. We gotta switch the narrative on things.
Right.
We have. It's like even with like somebody asked me this, right? And they was like, yo, how you feel about Dame doing a Paid in Full too? I was like, yo, you know what? I think, and this is no disrespect to nobody, I just feel like we have better stories. Not saying that narratives of lives from Harlem, that's true stories. It's time to actually let Rich rest in peace, man. He got a movie. He's a world renowned. Got guys like Young Thug say Rich Porter in his raps. So he done lived on. He done put something here that's living way past him. It's time to switch the narrative on Harlem. And if we is gonna give him a paid in full too, give him a whole different story. It was so many guys out here, the Sickles, that bro.
Well, the talk, being that you said that, um, Pay the Full 2 gonna be a series like Power. It's
Dope.
not gonna be a movie. You're gonna
Cool.
leave that classic alone. So it's gonna be a series, right? So, but being that you said it, you know, it's other guys that was big that could be paid in full too, and the name Unique Mecca Audio came up.
Unique Mecca.
And I'm only saying it, and I ain't saying it because it's my brother, that's my dude, and all that. I mean, the history just speaks for itself. He was the one that was doing it big after A&M, if not bigger. You know what I'm saying? He was, you know, but
that story, the story alone, Club 2000. Like, if you wasn't like, not too many niggas can say they was in Club 2000. I happen to be one of the young dudes enough to have enough pull with the older guys to have me in a club that I had no business in. First person I ever took to a club at 15, 16 years old was Gangsta Lou. He had me in Fat Boys. He had me arguing with the bouncers. Man, y'all gonna let him, man.
right, yeah.
So I got like that's a whole movie in with self. That's why I'll say we always gotta paint it. We gotta switch up the narrative.
Facts.
It's books, it's merch, it's clothes, it's so many stories on Rich. It seems like he'll never finally get his flowers the way he deserves them if people keep depicting him in this light. Like he was more than a crack dealer, bro. He was a brother, he was a father, you know, he was an uncle, you know what I'm saying? It's just like it's just crazy that we sometimes as black men we always salute the drug dealer, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I did a piece of merch called Drug Dealer Dream, right?
Yeah.
And I used the razor as the logo, and the drug dealer dream, the drug dealer that comes from the hood with the integrity, is to get out the game. Mm-hmm. And I switched the whole narrative to the drug dealer's dream. The drug dealer's dream is to cut ties to the streets and become an entrepreneur. So that's what the razor stands for. The razor don't symbolize of cutting coke. Right. The razor symbolizes cutting your ties to the streets. Right. And so the utensil that you use to cut yourself in the game, you can cut yourself out the game.
Right. That's hard.
Drug dealer dream is I'm gonna send you some of the merch and sweatsuits this week. Just give me your size so people
I gotta wear this up here, man. I gotta wear that on the show, man.
Yeah. So niggas can get, so when people ask you about it, you can just give them narrative. Nah, this is not selling bricks and none of that. This is the razor symbolizes cutting your ties to the streets.
Yes, I need that.
It's the same thing. The thing that you use to get in the game, you can use to get out the game. You can cut that. You know what I'm saying?
That's hard.
That's the drug dealer dream. You know what I'm saying? I want to display that here first. Right. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's
and yeah, I don't know what I don't know your guy name. I don't want
Jax. My producer.
Jack. Yeah, Jax. I'm gonna also get your sizes and everything to Boots, and I'm gonna send you some merch as well, and y'all be down there repping the drug dealer.
Can't wait.
Yo, hey, I want to let you know that the best thing about this podcast is you can come back whenever you want. Even if you got a hot topic you want to talk about, call us, and we will turn this shit on, and you can come back as much as you want and promote whatever you got going on, brother.
That's a fact.
You know what? Another thing I want to do before we sign off, yo, I've never seen so many females get they shot in the game as today.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Facts.
I love that the girls is starting to get they just due. Because you remember, they only back in the day, they only let 1 and 2 rock at the time. You know what I'm saying? The time they had him, after that, they had this one. And then Nicki came and reigned supreme.
Right. Facts.
But It seemed like every 60 days is a new one. You got Glorilla, you got this one, you got Ice, and this. It's
the
dope.
time
I'm
of
glad.
the women now.
Yo,
Yeah.
I feel like the dudes in the game, they were so focused about spinning the block and they ops that they lost focus on the craft, and the women scooped it up, bro.
No.
They just can't fill the void, and they all coming in, and you know what? I love it.
And this is what I was. That's a fact, dude. And this is what I want to. This is why we on here. I want to chop it to you. I wanted to come down there where you at, Boost, and do like R&B nights. We need to start bringing the love back to the game. I can easily come down there and hold hip hop night or open mic. Let's do a fucking R&B night. Give out some roses to the ladies on their entry. Fly
Harlem
type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like really vibe off some R&B. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm with that though. Cause
Friday, Thursday, let's do it. Let's put it together. Let's do it. I come out there. Let's do it, man.
Right.
For real, like love, because that's what's missing from the game. The love. You might have went in the studio and was talking your Young Guns of Harlem shit, but when you was riding off in that Benz, it was some Luther playing or some mean
motherfucking right.
Frankie Beverly or some shit.
That's right.
Y'all niggas.
That's a fact.
I mean, like, yo, this nigga talking all this gangster shit. This nigga ride off playing this smooth.
That smooth shit, my nigga.
Like, no shoot.
Anita Baker.
Yeah, all that fly shit.
Yeah.
I got the now, but as I'm older now, I understand. You got the fly journal on your side. You about to go something to
You gotta
eat.
be smooth. It's the time for that wild music. Yeah.
And this is the shit that I learned from y'all niggas. Like just by observing. Thank you, bro. Just by observing. Like, oh, it's a time and a place for everything type shit.
That's a fact.
It's a stupid chain on. It's a time to have this nice little watch and a pink ring on.
Exactly. Facts.
I learned from you, Boost, man. You one of my biggest inspirations and mentors in this shit. Oh, I just want to give you flowers in front of everybody. Like you, if not the biggest, you definitely between you and the inspiration that I got from all the big bros, but you're definitely one of the biggest inspirations in my life, from doing music to the hustle to fashion to all that. Because if niggas don't know, like Boost might not be doing all that Louis shit now, but that nigga did all that shit. Minks, big chains, diamond rings, the back of the Benz is the size of a sofa, all that type of shit. He been doing that shit.
Yeah, that's why I ain't pressed for none of that no more. I did that.
Exactly. Like if you like me, Boost, I'm good. I'll have the same sweatsuit for a week. I'm good.
I like going to the bank.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's where I'm going, to the bank, for real. And when I buy jewelry, it's gonna be for sale.
Exactly, bro. But I appreciate you, man. Thank you. I'm honored for the platform. Let's get this R&B night together. I gotta meet Jackson in person. I feel the vibe. This was a great vibe.
Right.
Like I told you, my time is your time, and it's just like I have fun doing this, and it was real informative, to let people know. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
I try to hit every angles and not miss nothing. But
you definitely did, man. I appreciate the love also, bro, and give you your flowers, man. And I'm proud of you from where you came from all the way up to now, man. We got more things to do, but I'll be hitting you in a minute, man. So y'all know what it is, man. One of the greatest, a young legend, UnKasa, man. Y'all know what it is. But before I go, I gotta do one more thing for my bro, for my Respect the Throttle fans out there.
That's a fact.
Respect. Yeah, these the Respect the Throttle hoodies.
Fire. You gotta send me one of them up here, Boots.
It's already up there, baby boy. My brother G-Head. This his line, man. We gonna push it. I'm telling him you gotta give him one, man, because that's what we doing right now. It's a dirt bike movement, bike life.
Now I do, and like I told you too, I forgot to plug one more. I have Crayon Box clothing printing company. So all those people out there that need designs and your merch printed up, you can plug Big Bootsie, my brother. He'll plug you with me. I got my own business doing that. I've been doing that a little before the pandemic, and it's a profitable and it's a good business. And let's get some merch done for your podcast,
Oh
Boots.
yeah, definitely. I'm glad you said all that. We was just talking about that earlier. That's a fact. We definitely was just talking about that. Look how God worked, boy.
Now I got you, bro. Let's do it. I
Say no
love you.
more.
Thank you. I'm very honored for the time you took out to just chop it up with me, man.
Vice versa.
The first
All
of
the
many.
Vice versa. Ain't right.
word.
First of many.
Young guys, before we sign out, all the young guys out there that's watching, man, everything is about integrity, man. It's a lot of things you can do out here, man, besides just sliding and spinning on the block. But always know, whatever you do, it can be hustling, drug dealing, whatever you doing, always have integrity or whatever you doing. Always do something for a righteous path, not out of emotion, not because you mad. Make sure it's on a righteous path. Because even in the Bible say an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. You just gotta go dig deep enough for the metaphor what the Lord really meant in that. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But, you know what I'm saying? So yo, I love you, Boots. Thank you,
Too,
Jack.
my G.
Love,
Thank you.
love.
Respect, bro.
Anytime y'all need me, I'm here. It's one call away, and let's get this on tonight because I'm really into that. I want to come vibe with some nice Southern ladies and just chill. Get that good.
I make beats too, bro. I got a joint, man, tailor made for one of your peoples. We gonna talk after this.
I'll hit you in a few minutes,
All right, bro. I love you, Boots.
Love you too, kid. Y'all know
Salute.
what it is, man. Right there, y'all just learned a lot of hip hop history, a lot of Dipset history, a lot of how it actually starts when you are actually promoting yourself as an artist and what it might turn into if you stay consistent with it. So you know what it is, man. Another episode of that street knowledge. I'm only gonna bring you the knowledge, man, for real. And it ain't all about the streets. It's just about how you work your magic, man. See y'all later. Your boy Big Bootsie signing out. Let's go, Jax.